Tonight on DC News Now at 9, twice in just a couple of days, we're once again tracking flooding in Old Town Alexandria.
A cross-country trip from Oregon to Washington. The door plug that blew out of that Boeing plane now under the microscope here in D.C.
The findings of this is going to be critical.
As the FAA ramps up its investigation.
A deadly dog infection hits a local animal shelter for the second time in months. Should we pet owners be concerned about the outbreak?
Love, the peace and quiet. Now, will we be restricted?
In Virginia, the battle over data centers is back in court. The new efforts to stop that project from moving forward.
A holiday weekend with metro closures. We are tracking the travel changes.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. You're watching DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran in for Thasmin Mahfouz. It is a DMV first warn day again as we track now the second storm to hit the area in days. You're looking at the worst of the rain coming down outside of our station here in Glover Park. Yeah, it is coming down.
It certainly is.
And we're bringing you team coverage tonight. You can stay dry while we give you all of the details on this rinse and repeat. Max Marcilla back down there in Old Town Alexandria in Virginia with flooding concerns again there.
Yeah, once again there. First, though, let's check in with our weather expert, Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, taking us through the forecast. And at least by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, Janessa, the storm will be gone.
Yeah, it's pulling out fairly quickly. We are seeing the heaviest bands of rain and wind out towards North Carolina. So we are getting lucky that we're not seeing such a strong storm like we did on Tuesday. Light to scattered showers with pockets of moderate to torrential rain. It's come in wave, and so this live look out towards Hagerstown, dry right now, but here's the broader storm system. Again, multiple sided storm system with snow on the northern end and predominantly rain up and down the East Coast because we have temperatures that are a lot warmer. Here's the metro area from Alexandria to Annandale, light showers right now. Here's the pockets of moderate rain that I'm talking about out towards Loudoun County, parts of Bowie, College Park into Prince George's County, Upper Marlboro as well. And the farther you go towards our west, this is where the brunt has really, where they've dealt with a good soaking rain west of I-81 into western Maryland, where they still have that good snowpack. So any spots that you kind of see that darker green is where the rain is a little bit heavier, but all in all, this is not as worse as what we saw on Tuesday about 48 hours ago, and it's quickly pulling out of our region. Coastal flood watches and flood watches still remain in place across D.C. surrounding counties, and they're going to remain in place until 6 a.m. as that storm system starts to exit. Due to a high tide cycle, we'll continue to watch Anne Arundel County and parts of southern Maryland as well. Folks, this is another 6 hours we'll watch this storm system as it makes its way out towards Delaware and Philadelphia, and then we're talking sunshine. A good-looking weekend forecast coming up. I have the details in a moment.
All right, sounds good, Janessa. Thanks. Meanwhile, in Virginia, we're already seeing flooding again in Old Town Alexandria. Our Max Marcilla joining us live tonight from King Street. And Max, seems like the same story over and over and over there.
And Chris, it's one we definitely like to stop telling. It's definitely a little different from Tuesday because there's not as much floodwater in the street, but it also is much more windy. We're going to show you now what Prince Street looks like. This is a little bit off the waterfront. If you can see that car all the way down there, that is essentially the start of the waterfront. And even though the rain just started probably a little over 2 hours ago, this road is completely flooded. Cars are only getting out if they were already parked here. If not, the road has been shut down. It's similar conditions over on King Street. But here's the thing. Because of what Mother Nature is known to do in this area, on these streets, it's become second nature for these people to prepare for it. After the knee-deep flooding from Tuesday, but before the first raindrops fell on Friday, shops in Old Town Alexandria prepped all over again. Sandbags and signs of what could happen.
For us, it's just a matter of kind of waiting it out.
Each business has a different story. For Jay Wood at the Creamery, flooding isn't usually a threat. They're located far enough away from the waterfront, but it could mean a shift from frozen treats to hot ones.
Our customers kind of come in on an impulse basis. The heavy rain obviously impacts us, but it would impact us whether or not it was flooded here.
For the businesses that have to deal with the brunt of these flooding events, like this restaurant whose chairs were underwater earlier this week, they can rely on helpful neighbors.
Typically sandbags are the best way of preparing, but I know some of our businesses next door have been very kind enough to let us use some.
The kind during the calm before the storm. Back out here live on Prince Street in Old Town Alexandria. As we mentioned before, King Street, the conditions much of the same. There is water all along the street, and for the second time in just a matter of days, roads are completely shut down in this area by the waterfront. So if you do have to come here and you do have to drive in this area, you've heard it before, you'll hear it again. Turn around, don't drown. If you see water like this, it's very hard, if not impossible, to get through. So be very wary if you do have to come to this area. If not, it's the perfect night to stay inside. Reporting live from Old Town, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
They certainly have it well versed there along Prince Street in Old Town Alexandria. Max, thank you. Remember, when we're not on air, you can always stay up to date on the storm with our DC News Now weather app. Just scan the QR code on your screen and download the app on any of your devices.
Now let's talk about that door panel that blew off an Alaska Airlines plane mid-flight last week. You remember this video, right? Well, it is now in D.C. We're talking about that piece of plane. It fell into an Oregon man's yard. The NTSB bringing that key evidence to its headquarters. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg has the latest on the investigation.
171 Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes remain grounded a week after a door plug blew off mid-flight on an Alaska Airlines plane from Portland, Oregon to Southern California. The FAA is now increasing oversight of Boeing production and manufacturing.
The findings of this is going to be critical to really understanding what went wrong and make sure that those issues are addressed.
Dr. Hassan Shahidi with the Flight Safety Foundation says current FAA rules allow many companies like Boeing to lead their own safety oversight.
But now the FAA is taking a hard look at that and bring that oversight more in-house or to a third party.
FAA Administrator Mike Whitaker saying it's time to re-examine the delegation of authority and assess any associated safety risks. The FAA will audit the MAX 9 production line and its suppliers and also increase monitoring of MAX 9 in-service events.
So until the FAA is satisfied that all of the issues are addressed, the FAA will not approve the ungrounding of this aircraft.
Funding for the FAA is set to run out on March 8th. Shahidi says if Congress doesn't reauthorize funding soon, those planes could stay grounded even longer. And Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn says that could cause travel delays nationwide.
Failure to do so would result in complete chaos for air travelers.
In Washington, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
And in Montgomery County, police are trying to track down 3 men they say robbed a Silver Spring restaurant at gunpoint. You can see here the new surveillance video shows one of the men walking into a Shala Ethiopian restaurant and bar in Sligo Avenue back on December 21st. Detectives say the men had guns. One appears, you can see here, to be a long rifle and robbed the people inside that restaurant. Police say the men took off and headed towards D.C.
A violent attack to steal a car in Herndon, Virginia. Police are now asking you to be on the lookout for this stolen car. 2 men are accused of attacking the driver. He was walking into his home there on Lisa Court around midnight. Police say the 2 assaulted the victim, took his keys, and then drove off with his car. The man had to be taken to the hospital for minor injuries. Investigators say the stolen car is a 2009 Toyota Camry with Virginia tags. The license plate number is TPP 2740. We also put all of this information on our website, dcnewsnow.com.
All right, we are learning more about DC's new temporary SNAP benefits plan. It's known as Give SNAP a Raise. The plan offers DC SNAP recipients a temporary increase no more than 10% of the federal maximum for households. The increase is percentage-based, so larger households get larger benefits. The new benefit runs through September 30th. Now, each household receiving SNAP will get a notice in the mail by next month.
A Virginia county is now admitting it made mistakes counting up the 2020 election results.
Prince William County election officers say they shortened President Biden of more than 1,600 votes and overcounted former President Trump's tally by 2,300 votes.
There were also counting errors in the House and Senate races. The discrepancies, though, did not change the results of any of these elections, but the Prince William County Times reporting the tallying errors led to a former registrar to face corruption charges.
The Virginia Attorney General ended up dropping those charges last week, but did not really explain why. County elections officials say there are now new procedures and systems in place to prevent future errors.
Thousands are expected in Washington tomorrow for a rally at Freedom Plaza. Organizers say it's all in support of Palestinians. This march could disrupt your travel plans in the district tomorrow. It starts at 1 in the afternoon. It's going to go up 14th Street, wrap around K Street, past McPherson Square and Farragut Square, then turn down 17th Street and finish right in front of the White House. Secret Service says it expects some streets to be closed, and there will be extra police patrolling that route.
And some Metro riders will certainly want to give themselves some extra time this holiday weekend. Now through Monday, the courthouse and Roslyn stations will be closed. As a result, buses will replace trains between Foggy Bottom and Arlington Cemetery on the Blue Line, as well as between Foggy Bottom and Clarendon on the Orange and Silver lines. On the Red Line, the Silver Spring station will be closed both Saturday and Sunday. Buses will replace trains between the Tacoma and Forest Glen stations.